After 10 years in my software job, I felt like यार मतलब हर दिन एक feeling of unhappiness was there. So for a number of years, couple of years, I was telling my husband, Manish, कब वो दिन आएगा where I'll be able to quit it. Before my startup, I was earning 2.5 lakh per month salary. So in the startup, 3 years, no salary. All our savings burned. Hope evaporated. But startup didn't work. I was shattered. That failure, I could not take it so easily. I developed agoraphobia, a phobia of going out of comfort zones. It was bad. I decided I'm going to go back to my first love, books. And today I'm going to share how I was able to apply customer journey to scale my revenue from few 30,000-40,000 a month to few lakhs every week. How many of you would like to know this?
So, well, let's go right back to the person I was introducing. She's a very, very special person again because she is my angel sister, all right? But let me tell you a little bit about her. So she helps people write great books. Not just that, publish the books globally without spending a penny. Like that? Yeah? And of course, she also helps them to market their books to bestsellers by increasing their impact, influence, and income. Is that good? Let's know a little bit more about her. She joined ILH in 2020. She has about 1,100 students in her L1. And yes, go for it, go for it. And she has earned a very humble 1.2 CR and growing. So, she says that some of her top achievements, she comes from a very, very typical, not so forward-thinking kind of family. So, and a very orthodox one, of course. So when she got the chance to actually study, she got 100% in physics, chemistry, and math. And yeah, and then she actually used the fact that she was getting educated to go on and do more in her life and tell her story and grab every single opportunity that she could grab. So she's grabbed the Dhirubhai Ambani Scholarship for Higher Studies. And that really allowed her to start taking her own decisions. Yes, you can give it up for her. Because I think when we come into our power, we stand into our power, we start taking those decisions that are good for us, yes? Even though they may not resonate with our family. And then, of course, her second most amazing accomplishment, according to her, Modi ji followed her on Twitter. And when Modi ji followed her on Twitter, it was such a big moment for her. She decided, she was already a writer before, but she decided to write a book on him, which she did. And then she actually went on to continue writing without stopping. So that's really amazing. And, oh my God, every single one of her books has got a foreword by Taapsee Pannu, or, Milind Soman releases her book worldwide while he's running and while he's asking people to jog and stuff like that. So those are the kinds of book publications and book releases that she has. Ladies and gentlemen, her superpower, which we've seen in the Angels, is she's a fast implementer. She's not at all afraid to fail. She told me this. She said, don't wait till you get it right. Just do it. And I'm really, really thankful to her that she said that to me. And she is super consistent herself. So let's put our hands together for my angel sister, India's leading book author coach, Sweta Samota. Louder, people, louder, come on.
you very much. How many of you feel कि हाँ एक से एक धुरंधर है? And it makes my job difficult. सुबह से इतने सेशंस हुए एक के बाद एक how many feel कि अब इससे क्या ऊपर हो सकता है? Yes? So I'll try my best to make it worthwhile for you. I'll do everything in my power to make this session super, super valuable to all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. So how many of you are building communities? Raise your hand. So my question to all of you is, what is the customer journey in your program? Are customers getting that perceived value in your program? Are they compelled to complete your course? Yes? So how many of you agree that your profitability depends on your customer journey? The value, not your value, the perceived value. Matlab, you might be giving a lot of value to your customers, but do they perceive that they are getting value from you? How many of you agree to this, that yes, my profit, my revenue depends on that, and today I'm going to share how I was able to apply customer journey to not instantly, to scale my revenue from few 30, 40,000 a month to few lakhs every week. How many of you would like to know this? Thank you. So the customer's perception is your reality, not your perception. It's everything about your customer. How many of you agree to this? Ki if your business is suffering, you need to go back to where? To your customers, right? So before I share the CJ secret, I call the customer journey the CJ secret with all of you. Is it okay if I share a little bit about myself? My journey? Thank you. So I started my journey in the books industry in 2016. Before that, I was working in software industry as a software engineer for 13 years. After 10 years in my software job, I felt like, yes, matlab, har din ek, feeling of unhappiness was there. So for a number of years, couple of years, I was telling my husband, Manish, kab wo din aayega where I'll be able to quit it. So one fine day, I asked my husband, Manish, can I finally quit my job and do something on my own? And I said, yes, and he said, yes. So I was so happy that, yes, he is, he's agreed and we can survive on one salary. And we decided we are going to do a startup. So that was 2012. Okay. So we did our startup first 3 years, like 3 years we spent in the startup. Before my startup, I was earning 2.5 lakh per month salary. So in the startup, 3 years, no salary. All our savings burned. Shark Tank में पूछते हैं ना क्या burn हो रहा है monthly. So all our salary, like all our money, savings burned, no salary, hope evaporated, but startup didn't work. I was shattered. Because if you've seen my achievements, मेरा हमेशा career graph ऐसा रहा है. And that was like, boom, valley. How many of you now agree कि valley नहीं होनी चाहिए? You need a highway, right? So that failure, I could not take it so easily. I developed agoraphobia, a phobia of going out of comfort zones. It was bad. It was so bad that every day going out, picking my daughter from school became a challenge. So during this time, I met Alok Kejriwal. Okay. How many of you know Alok, the internet entrepreneur? Do you know? How many of you know? Okay. So he gifted this book to me, Autobiography of a Yogi. And when I read that book, things started to change in my life. I realized a lot of things I'm going to share, as we progress. My life changed, things started to change, and I started to change from inside. This happened. So Modi ji started following me on Twitter, which Pallavi has already shared. Thank you. So this happened, and I decided I'm going to go back to my first love, books. Matlab, passion, if I can spend hours and hours, is reading books. Matlab, college maybe everyone used to call me a bookworm. So I decided agoraphobia hai abhi, I can't help it. I was taking medications for that. But I returned to my first love, books. And since he had followed me on Twitter, 6 months into reading, I was reading one book a day. You know, that kind of schedule. Matlab, subah se leke raat tak, what I was doing? I was reading books and running. So, दो चीजें मैं कर रही थी, running and reading books. So, very organically, because he had followed me on Twitter and I had decided I'm going to do something for him. I didn't know what, but he sowed the seed कि तुझे कुछ करना है. So, I decided I'm going to write a book on him. That's my fourth book, 9. So, I'm a fiction, non-fiction fan, and I wrote a book, published it, and I didn't stop at one book. I attended a lot of offline events, online events, and continued publishing, and published 12 books so far. So as I was, doing books, publishing, writing and publishing books, I never thought that I was going to coach people to write and get published. मतलब मुझे तो उसका अंदाजा भी नहीं था कि मेरे में कोई, एक coach है या people need this. I had no idea about this. So people started coming and asking to me that, Sweta, will you teach us what you are doing? And that's how my coaching journey began, the one-on-one, free. Okay. So that was 2017-18, where I started helping people with their books. And time went. What happened was then now people started making groups and started inviting me, chalo, take a free session for us on writing and getting published. And I did that. So mujhe realization hua that, oh, I love helping people. And when I hold my book, so I remember every time I get a sample copy at home and I feel that book in my hand, I have tears in my eyes every single time. I feel like, wow, my words are going to stay forever. This book is making me immortal. I have a message here, and people, whoever is reading this book, I am, some way, they are inviting me in their lives, and they are getting invited into my life. And what a beautiful thing that even after we are gone, I will continue to do my karma, good karma, by writing good books. So what a beautiful way to continue to do good work even after you're gone. What can be better than this? So, ye thought se fir when people started getting published, I felt like, wow, I can also start charging for helping people writing and getting published. So that's how my coaching journey began. Lekin tab mera customer journey kuch aisa tha. Okay? I used to do only 1 to 2 events, and 1 or 2 day events, full day event, 9 to 5 p.m. And kitna charge karti thi main? Sirf 800 rupaye. I began with 800 rupees, 1000, 1800 rupees, but I never thought that customer journey ye nahi hai. Okay? I never thought that sab kuch dena, that's not what they want. So that's how I was doing in 2018. And as if, God was watching me, floodgate of opportunities were opening up. Like colleges used to invite, institutes would invite me to take sessions for them, or judge their events or be on their panel. So even if matlab isme bhi kuch na kuch acha ho raha tha, and I was earning 30 to 40,000 a month. Okay, so ye tha mera customer journey in 2018 and onwards. Now in 2018, even before joining ILH, this was it. Now I had no idea what were the possibilities. Today, you all are so lucky. Like we are also lucky that we know कि ये possibility है. Today, every session we are seeing, okay, वो block निकल गया. 1 crore per महीने का पहले नहीं सोचते थे. Now we know that it's a possibility. Similarly, this time, because I didn't know, so that is why I didn't know, right? So all I had was the benchmark, 2.5 lakh per month, 2012 ka salary. Okay. So never thought I was going to go online. But you know what happened to everyone here. So COVID struck, And one thing, different for me was I was quarantined even before lockdown. मतलब lockdown तो बाद में हुआ, quarantine में पहले हो गई. क्यों? Because I had just returned from a Dubai vacation. And because I also was an agoraphobia, kind of patient, so I didn't want to get that anxiety all over again. What I did was, chalo, abhi to andar hai, puri family. So I had met Siddharth in Business Growth Summit in 2020 Jan. So the free course I already had, and I decided, okay, let me just go through the course. I have nothing to do. And after that, I bought the course, the silver one, without any push. कोई push नहीं था, silver course किया, फिर within a day I did the gold course as well, and like a good student, watched and applied fast. Okay. So that's what I did. I became a freedom finisher in May itself, and I had my first webinar on 21st May 2020. I didn't know कि ये कुछ चलेगा कि नहीं, but I still gave it a shot. Any guesses कितना sale हुआ first webinar? So first webinar got one sale. And it was validated कि चलो ये चलता है, all I have to do is now keep doing it and become better and better. So I did more, second webinar, third webinar, and so on. Many webinars, I had 0 sales. So it's not that कि हर बार 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, कुछ sessions में मिले, कुछ sessions में 0 भी थे, कुछ sessions में show up भी नहीं था. I've conducted sessions where there were only 2 people and both converted. So don't think कि अरे दो conversion, दो में क्या conversion होगा? दो में दोनों convert किए मैंने. So yes, many webinars, 0 sales, but many webinars had 100% conversions too. And in 28 months, I did this. So want to know what I did to be here? So as an author, I have many proud achievements like Javed Akhtar Saab, Nandita Das, Ranveer Brar, Kanika Dillon, coming and launching my book. They don't know me. Now they know me, but that time all they knew was my message. Change Maker's book is about bringing about change in the country through petitions. And they all connected with my purpose of the book. How many of you agree that your students connect with your purpose and that is why they join your community? It's not about information. It's already there. So these celebrities also connected with me because of my purpose, be it Tapsi Pannu or these celebrities, or yes, I also got an award, Global Fame Award for, yes, awarded at the hands of Neha Dhupia for being the best book coach, speaker, and author. Or the message I said that, be it that change-making message, or be it the running message. So I was able to reverse agoraphobia because of running. I'm a full marathoner. And I got connected with Milind. Thank you. So I got connected with Milind during my running days, and he wrote the foreword. So I never had to struggle for getting a foreword from him for this book, The Running Effect, because it's his message also. And that is why, despite his busy schedule, he also launched my book while traveling. Like, he was in Hyderabad and he came online and he actually did jumping jacks in my session for launching my 12th book, and people were like, yaar, tene to Milind Soman se bhi jumping jacks kara liye. So that's my 12th book, and I've helped so many people actually realize their message, their potential, their legacy, creating their legacy through their books. So, वो हो गए proud moments, but these are my proudest moments. Every single day, I either receive an online link कि Shweta, my book got published, या फिर I receive a paperback. They send me a sample copy and I feel the same thing that I feel for my own book. Wow, one more drop of knowledge added to the ocean from India. And one thing I want to share is that when I started, all I wanted to do was help people with writing and getting published. तब मुझे उसका impact नहीं पता था. I was enjoying it and I did it. But as I started doing it, I realized that people, for them, their book is their legacy, their message. And when they send voice notes and they tell me that, Shweta, you don't know what impact you're making, but I feel so happy that my book got published. There are like villages, like one village called Sunam in Haryana. One of the person is there in my community, and he's like, Shweta, you don't know, but all the villagers know you. And I go to every other college, like principal, and I show you, and they say, we know her. So that's the impact you are making. You don't even know that through your sessions, how you're helping people in their own life, by transforming their lives. So for me, my message has always refined, and now, this day, my message to why my message, my mission is, I want to make India the author capital, the knowledge capital of the world. I want to help people create that unstoppable flow of energy, of knowledge from India to the world. Because I go back to my roots. When Siddharth told me that India Authors Academy, let's rename your community to India Authors Academy. He didn't know where I'm coming from. I come from a family of freedom fighter. Like, my great-grandfathers were a part of it, and through my entire childhood, I was always connected कि नहीं मुझे India के लिए कुछ करना है. I want to make India proud. And when he said that, my message again, my mission again amplified. Yes, I want to make India proud. So whatever message you have, whatever message, whatever purpose, it will keep refining. Start, कोई एक छोटे से जो भी आपको enjoy करते हो ना, उससे start करो. And as you start impacting people, that message, your mission will keep refining, and the right things will come to you at the right time. So those are, some of the books that I have got published. Now, if you see my journey, 2012, I was a software professional. Today, I'm India's leading book author coach. In 2012, I had a 6-figure monthly salary. Today, I have a 6-figure weekly business. And that time, I was interacting with 50 people, now trusted by 6,500 plus people who have actually attended my sessions. So that's about the trusted by 6,500 people. Now, how many of you would like to know that how I was able to reach here? Thank you. So first thing, I did not reinvent the wheel. I have already seen the valley. एक startup fail हुआ है मेरा, मुझे पता है कि what it means. I've seen the consequences of a failure and a big failure. So I followed my guru. जैसा गुरु ने बोला, सिद्धार्थ ने बोला, बस वैसे ही किया मैंने. I didn't even, do here and there. So I followed my guru. I applied fast. Like, I'm not a perfectionist, people. Frankly speaking, I am not. I believe in doing it now and making it better tomorrow, and so on and on. And I tell the same to my students कि एक book पे 4 साल, 5 साल, 10 साल, 25 साल मत बैठो. Go ahead, publish your book. Okay? So I applied fast. And if you see my journey, I've always listened to people around me and given them value back. So listen to my customers, and whatever fit my profit effort model, I actually implemented and gave it back. So that's the fourth thing. And I kept doing despite struggles. Struggles kiske life mein nahi hai. Actually, struggles are good because they make your story. So coming back now to the CJ secret. How many of you would like to know the CJ secret? Yeah. What is customer journey here? So foundation of a customer journey is this: engagement, lead, nurture, and conversion. When you think of customer, it starts from being from a stranger to being your one-time customer to being your lifetime customer. So if you're a one-time customer or a lifetime customer, you have to keep engaging them, converting them to your lead. So this happens to your one-time or your level 1 or level 2 customers as well. So you keep doing this. Now the customer journey switch, or the CJ switch, that helped me many times my revenue, and it can help you to 10x or whatever multiple time you want to say, x your revenue. How many of you want to know this? So number 1, again, everything that I learned is from my mentor, Sid's. The freedom business model really breaks it down well, be it silver, gold, diamond, or quantum. Now I'm quantum. There's no, there's no limit to learning, but then there is no limit to application as well. And the learning and application, fast application, is the part of the game. If you're not doing that, if you're getting stagnated, kal wo humne bola na, entropy. So yeah. First thing that I did was outcome-based levels. Now initially when I started, I didn't have outcome-based levels. So again, wherever you would do, start. and this is a learning that you can take, is create tangible outcomes for your customers. So whatever levels you're creating, you should have tangible outcomes, because then people will see, okay, I'm getting an outcome for you. Conversion from L1 to L2 will be much easier because it's a tangible outcome. They get it. So when they get it, what happens in your body? You feel more confident, right? So outcome-based levels. So in India Authors Academy, we have, like I have the outcome-based levels like write your book and get published. That's the first outcome. When you get published, you want to become a best-selling author. When you become a best-selling author, you want to sell 100 copies, right? 1,000 copies, 10,000 copies. And when you sell 10,000 copies of your book, what do you become? You are on your path to become thought leader of the country. So these are the levels in India Authors Academy. So when you have outcome-based levels, how many of you have seen that यार लोग ले लेते हैं लेकिन deadline नहीं होता ना तो कोई करता ही नहीं है. That is why I created challenge-based curriculum. मेरा पूरा curriculum challenge-based है, timeline-based है. तो फिर वो 7-day best-selling story blueprint हो गया, या फिर 90-day author launchpad, या फिर marketing challenge. So I have entire curriculum, challenge curriculum, and I give them, okay, this is your next milestone, next milestone. But still, there is always a percentage of people who don't take action. So what do you do then about them? What you do is, you reward action takers. You appreciate people who are taking action. What happens then? You mobilize people who are not taking action. So the third CJ switch is always reward action takers. Now in India Authors Academy, we have multiple awards like the IAA Author Award, IAA Booker Prize, and the IAA Hummingbird Award. Again, you know, all thanks to Sid's that, like, he told me to come up with words for the award such that they're aspirational. People want those awards. So when you do that, you should follow those rules. Like, again, everything in the freedom business model. So that's what we covered, the CJ switch, outcome-based levels, challenge curriculum, and rewards for action takers. Now, is something missing here? What do you think? Yes, okay. So something, you're right, something that you can do. Now, what is customer journey? You know, being connected with your customer to the highest level. They should feel that, oh, I've got a lot of value. And this is what I learned again from Sid's. We should have several touch points. So he calls them CJ touch points or customer journey touch points. And I've implemented these touch points so that, you know, the customer feels perceived value is skyrocket. And as Steve Jobs says, is that you have to be so connected, closely connected with your customer that you can actually whisper in their ears that, oh, you need the next level. Okay? How many of you have seen that from Sid's? That you didn't even know that you needed diamond, you didn't even know that you needed quantum. Yeah? Anyone here? Yes? At least me. Thank you. So the key of customer journey is, of course, giving a lot of value in how tangible outcomes, then rewards, and a challenge, giving them a deadline. You know, they should feel that, oh, I did this. And then being connected with your customer very, very closely through several touch points. Now, what Edwards Deming says is that profit in business comes from repeat customer. How many of you agree to this? Repeat customers, humko crorepati banate hai, right? So repeat customers, and next, get closer than ever to your customer, so close that you tell them that they need well before they realize it themselves. That's the power of customer journey. Now remember, I bought silver, gold without any push from Sid's. Why? Because the links were there, proper context setting, and the touch points were there. That is why. So now I'm in Quantum Angels. My next target is 1 crore a month. Before I close, I want to share a very special thing with all of you. I've not shared this with anyone else in ILH, not on a public platform like this, but I feel like sharing it now. Okay? Can I share it? Yes. Thank you. So when I read that book, Autobiography of a Yogi, you know what was my realization? That swish something inside me. I had that realization what I was missing in my life. Why my startup failed, and startup was not my first failure. I had tried network marketing and 2 more things. Okay? So startup was my 4th thing that I tried, and that also didn't work. So when that realization happened, I started praying. And it was much before 2020. It was before 2016. I started praying. I didn't pray for money. I didn't pray for abundance. I didn't even pray for the solution to my problems. All I prayed was the company of the right mentor. All I prayed was, यार भगवान please एक गुरु का साथ दे दो मुझे, एक गुरु का साथ. Years, and see where I am today. It's all because of the blessings of my mentor that I'm standing here today. My husband is supporting. I have a very supportive family. मैं जब webinar ले रही हूँ, my husband is supporting me in every single way. So, you know why I prayed for a mentor? Because I believe that when your mentor is there, all worries are gone. फिर मुझे कुछ भी वरी करने की जरूरत नहीं, भाई मेंटर है सब देख लेगा, गुरु है गुरु सब देख लेगा. So my heartfelt gratitude to Sids for blessing me, for giving me his insights, for guiding me, for being with me in this journey. So thank you, Sids. Thank you for being with me, being with the Quantum family. Thank you.
Standing ovation for Sweta Samota.
Thank you, Sids. Thank you.
One louder round of applause. Thank you, Sweta. Please don't leave. I still remember interviewing you in that first Hall of Fame interview, and can you see through in her persona that she's a diligent student? Yeah, 100 out of 100. I wish I was like you in my college days, but I was not. But what I see see through in her journey is relentless focus, connecting back to her mission. You took it at your own pace. Yeah, I know there were some times you were not moving fast, and you were messaging me, and then you used to come back and remodel. But I'm so glad that you were able to bring out the customer journey and decode the touch points. And that's what is going to change the game. So once again, big round of applause for Sweta Samota.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best.
My husband.
Yes?
Manish.
Yes, I would like you to invite your husband. Yes, the supportive family, another family over here. Is your kid over here? Oh yeah,
No.
she's at home. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, let's bring him on. Yes. So happy to see both of you support each other on this mission. And can you have the mic? What would you like to share? What was your experience? Your first time you're coming for this quantum retreat. Can you have the mic over here? Yes. So what would you like to share based on Sweta's journey?
Okay, difficult one. 2 things probably I would share. Her second session, where Manisha Lamba was there, the session was in a room which was 6 by 10. There were 5 chairs, 5 people sitting, and she was standing just literally like this and taking her first session. From there, she has reached here. So it's an amazing moment for us.
That's it.
So that's the kind of journey that we bring and Sids bring. So all thanks to Sids.
Thank you.
And second is, if you want to fly, you need to have 3 things. One is wings. Second is courage. What else? The winds. And wind is invisible, and that's the wind I am for her.
Wow. Awesome. That's what we wanted to hear.
Thank you very much.
Yes. More power to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sweta.
Thank you.